Good morning, children. Today we'll start a new chapter. I've already given you the introduction, but still I'll be giving you the introduction for Scratch. Let's start with Scratch. Let me share the screen with you. Yes, this is your 8th chapter, Introduction to Scratch. We'll be learning about the introduction. Some of the screen elements, once you see the Scratch screen, you will understand what are the different parts of the Scratch screen. Then you're going to work with the this backdrops that is different, beautiful sceneries, whatever you want to put. You need to learn how to save and exit Scratch. Let's start right away. First, let's see what is Scratch. Scratch is basically a program. What do you understand by the word program? Program means any instructions that is given to the computer. This is called as a program. Then what is programming language? Scratch is one of our programming languages, right? And what is a programming language? A language that is in written. That is language used for writing the instructions. This is called the language. So we have different types of programming languages like Java, and it uses those script type of programming. This type of programming language, Scratch, uses blocks. So let's learn how to first, what is Scratch? Scratch is a free multimedia programming language. Why do we use Scratch? Why is it useful? And what can we create with Scratch? Scratch, you can have interactive stories. That is, if you want to teach any students any subject or topic, you can use it as like a storyboard. You can create games, make animation pictures. It has even sounds, so you can create many sounds. You can create arts by just dragging and dropping all these instructions. You can create so many things, right? So this programming language, it is useful for students, teachers, scholars, parents, anybody is doing any projects on science or maths projects, creating a presentation. Suppose you want to introduce yourself and tell something about your production, then you can create a presentation. And many experiments also you can create experiments to teach a student or anyone. So this is how it is useful. Next is, how do we start Scratch? So Scratch, once it's installed in your computer, it's a open source software, so it's a free software. You can download it over the net, and I expect you to download Scratch too. Please don't take the advanced version. Once you learn the basic one, you can use any type of versions. It's almost the same. So I'm teaching you from the basic version, which is given in your reader. You can use any others later on. So getting started with Scratch. To start Scratch, just click on the Start menu, then select All Programs, and then click the Scratch. So I already loaded Scratch. So you see, you can just click on the Start menu, and then you can search for Scratch. Since this is Windows 10, you just type Scratch, and then you'll get Scratch. Sorry. So here's your Scratch 2. I have even Scratch 3. This is how you would click and find Scratch programs. Okay, and then you can just right click on it and then pin it to your start bar. So I've already pinned it here. So when I open the starts screen, so that's how you open your start screen. So when I open my start screen, this is how it opens. See, this is your Scratch 2. Can you see? This is Scratch 2. I don't want to update it, so I'm saying cancel. You can update it later. This is how your Scratch screen looks. Okay. Okay. Let's see the next thing. So once I open the Scratch screen, like I said, start all programs and click on Scratch. Then this is what opens. The different parts of this Scratch screen, you have the stage. You have a sprite. This cat is a sprite. So stage, sprite. The program is called a Scratch, and these are your blocks, or the blocks that you're going to drag and create your program. This is a script area where you're going to pull these blocks and put it. So this is the parts of the Scratch screen. Let's go further. What are these elements? I said your second topic would be the elements of Scratch, right? This would be your second topic. the elements, screen elements of Scratch. So the Scratch screen has different parts. The first one is your title bar. What does the title bar have? The title bar will have the name of your save program. So here is your title bar, which will come here and tell you what program you are using. The next one is the menu bar. So also in the title bar, you have this maximum and minimize in every program you have. See, this is minimize, this is restore, and you have maximize and the close button. The menu bar just appears below the title bar. This top part is called your title bar, and you can see I written class 6, chapter 8, introduction to Scratch, right? Below the title bar comes the menu bar. So also in Scratch, it's the same. And the Scratch menu bar doesn't contain these menus, but it contains file, edit, share, and help. So you can use these menus to give commands to the Scratch software program. Now, that next part is called the stage. So if I open your Scratch, this is your stage where the sprite is here. No, this part is called your stage. This is where all the picture comes in motion form. Okay, you can see it like a moving picture. So the stage is where you are going to see your stories, your games, your animation, your music, or anything that you create in on the stage. The action part of it, you can see it on the stage. The presentation mode. The presentation mode is used when you want to present your project in full screen. So if this is your full screen. If I put here, this is your full screen in your presentation mode. Clear? And again, when you click, you'll go back to the normal mode. So this is your presentation mode in the full screen. The next that shows your full screen. So if you click on exit, you go back to your normal. So view mode, what is a view mode? View mode, it is to switch, sorry, the presentation mode is to present your project in full screen, and click on exit present to exit the presentation mode. Okay, view mode, it is used to switch between full screen, stage view, and small screen. That's what just now I showed you, full screen, and uh, you know, this is full screen, and this is your small screen mode. Again, back. Then comes the green flag. You have two flags. One is to run the script, green flag, and the red one is to stop a script. So when you see this is a green, this is to start the script, and this red dot is to stop the script. That is when you are running any programs. Then the script area, here you're going to set all the instructions stepwise according to the task that you are going to perform. So the script area is a place where you are going to write all the script for the sprite to do its action. The cat is your sprite, or you can select many sprites. Actually, you don't have one sprite, you have many sprites. You can create your own sprite that I'll be teaching you. So script is also called as a program. Here the script is instructions, or these instructions are also called as a command. So you can see here he's given you a small script given here. He said when clicked, that's the first step. Forever, move 10 steps and turn 15 degrees. Let's try it out. So this is your Scratch. I'm going to start. The start comes under events. So in the events block, when just drag, press your left mouse button and drag it. And then he said the control, this control, I'll not show it to you directly. He said move, you can move how many steps you want, 10 steps, and then automatically it just like a zigzag puzzle, it gets attached. Okay, and he said turn 15 degrees. See here, there is a turn 15 degrees. I'll say, but here it's going to turn only one step, right? If I click, double click, it's turned only one step. Can you see? It's just, see again, I'll double click, see one step. But I wanted to turn around very fast. So just remove the zigzag blocks and go to the control block. Under the control block, you have a block called forever. You will be learning the blocks automatically. You'll understand where these blocks are available. Now you just put this into the forever block, and you see it just gets adjusted. Now let's see how the sprite moves. To start the sprite, you need to double click on this when the green flag is clicked, or you can click on this green flag to start. Any place you can start. So I'm double clicking here to show you. See what happens? The sprite is moving, and this thing, see, you can see a glow around it. It means it's working. If you need to stop this sprite from moving, Here you stop on the red button. See what happens to the sprite. Again, when you start the sprite, what happens? The sprite moves. See how it's moving. Fine. That's the next step what you learn. Now, the next thing, these are the parts of the scratch screen, and you go through these parts because I'll be using some of these parts, and so these are all different types of sprites that I've used. I've already showed you the different views, okay, and I showed you the title bar. Here you have all different sprites that I'm using, and I used to just see the information of the sprite, and as we use, you'll understand this. This is your script area where you're going to put the script. And this is the bitmap. If I'm creating a new sprite, I can make this bitmap, or the same sprite if I want to make it big or small. This is your block of palettes. Okay. And here you have zoom in and zoom out. These are some of the parts of your Scratch window. Now let's see how do we use this? The first thing that we're going to learn is block palettes. What is the meaning of block palettes? These block palettes, they contain all the script for you to use the program. Okay, now you have different block palettes like script, background, sound. These are your tabs in your block palette. Let's open it. So this is your block palette. So this is your block palette, which you cannot see. Wait, I'll make it smaller. So this is your block palette, which has your scripts, costumes, and sound. Under this block palettes, you have another 8 categories. 8 categories of blocks, and these are called as block palettes of the main tabs. Those are tabs, and these are block palettes. That is motion block and looks block. These are the blocks under the block palette. Under the block palette, you have the tabs like script, costume, and sound. And under these types of tabs, you have different, see here, these blocks, right? Motion block, looks block, sound block, pen block, data, events, control. These are the 8 categories are there. Let's learn each of the blocks separately. The first block is termed as motion block. What is a motion block? What does it do? The word motion itself tells you, just now we used it. It allows the sprite to move. It makes the sprite turn. This is what is the work of the motion block. So what you can do here, it says move 10 degrees means it makes 10 steps. It makes the sprite move 10 steps. If you say move minus 10 step, it makes the sprite move backwards 10 step. So forward and backward. If it's forward, there's no minus, but if you have a minus, then it moves backward 10 steps. Let's try it out. And you can change the degrees also. So here I'll say move minus 10. You can double click on this and say minus 10. You see that thing is going to go reverse way. And then I'm going to say turn 15 degrees. I'm going to say right side, not the left side. So I'm going to say minus side. So I'll say move this side. I'll drag this one this way. It's your wish, whichever you want to do. So let's see what happens. See, it's moving the reverse way. Right. So this is how you reverse it by using the minus, and you can change this information inside this. If I say move instead of 15, I'll say 25. What will happen to the 25 degrees? Let's see. See, it's moving very nearer. Can you see 25 degrees? Okay, I'm going to stop it and I'll say move, I'll say 50 degrees. What will happen? It's going very fast. Can you see? Because this one is, so this is how it, because you know, the distance of it is very near. So if I say 5 degrees, then it will become a little far, right? So let's see, it will move a little farther. See 5 degrees. See how it's making the big circle, right? So it can move any side. You can change these blocks numbers at your own convenient thing according to the task that you are performing. Clear? Now here you have, as I told you, you can change the numbers of the degrees left or right. So upwards would become 90 degrees. So if you see, we'll try to use the sprite and turn him to different degrees. Okay, I'm removing this and then I'll say, I want him to turn 90 degrees. So what happens? He becomes straight 90 degrees. See, he's become straight 90 degrees. Can you see? And if I change him to -90, what does he do? Left side. So I'll double click. See, he's become 90 degrees down, like that, towards the left. And if I say 0, up, see, he's gone up. And 180. So this is how you can change the degrees according to the uh, works that you are performing, according to what you want, according to your tasks. The next block is called the pen block. The pen block has instructions related to the sprite for drawing purpose. Here, there, the first thing in the pen block says clear. What is the work of the clear block? It will clear the stage from all the pen marks. And if I say pen down, definitely when you put your pen down onto your paper, what it does, it can help you to write. If I say pen up and I'm sitting like this, definitely it is not going to draw any lines. So also in the Scratch program, if I say pen down, it allows me to draw the lines when I'm showing the movement of steps. And if I say pen up, but still I say move 10 steps, it will not draw, it'll just move 10 steps. Okay, then you can change the pen color to any color that you require, and you can set the pen how thin or fat you require. Let's do that and see what happens. Okay, I'm going to say make it back to 90 and we'll see what happens. Yeah, now I'm going to say I want to set the pen. If I say move 10 steps, it's just going to move 10 steps without drawing any line. So what I'll do is first I'll say pen down. Go to the pen block and say pen down. When I say pen down, it's going to draw the lines. I also want to set the color. See, the set color 2 is given under the pen block. We are going to use only the pen block. This color I can change by just clicking in this box. And this color does not have, like the color palette, like how we have for different programs. But we need to choose a color by clicking on around the areas. See, I touch the brown came. If I touch white, white is coming. If I touch blue, blue comes. It changes the color according to what is there on your screen, the colors that are available on your screen. So I'm taking the purple block, and then I say, even I want to show you the pen size. So set pen size 2. I'll say 1. Okay. And instead of moving 10 steps, I'll say 100 steps. I can change the number of steps. Let's see what happens. So when I say, see, it's drawn a line, right? It's drawn a line. Now I wanted to move without drawing the line. So what I should do, pen up. I don't have to set the pen color. I just have to say move, because I'm not drawing any line. So I'll say move 100 steps, pen up, and move 100 steps. Let's see what it does. So I'm going to draw the line. It draws a line and also moves a blank step. Again, I'll draw a line. Okay, so if I want to draw a line again, I'll say pen down. Okay, then I'll change the color to something like red, because red is all. You can change your color according to what you want. I'll say blue. Okay, so that you can see blue I'm selecting, but both the colors are the same. So better change another color and say red color. So I'll click on that. And then I'll say set the color, and also I'll change the pen size. Instead of 1, I'll make it thicker, and I'll say change the pen size to 5. And now I'll go to the move block, because the motion block allows me to move, and I'm going to move 100 steps. Let's see. So first time it will draw 100 steps with purple, then it will say pen up and it will not draw another 100 steps. Again pen down and then it will draw. Let's check. I'm double clicking. See what it did? It changed the pen size too. This pen size is thin, and here I did not draw a line. Can you see? And what happens if I do clear the screen? I'm just clicking on the clear. When I click on clear, the whole screen, the screen gets clear. See, I'm double clicking. You can see the thick and the thin line. Okay, understood. So if I want to draw continuous dashes, I'll use the forever block. It'll keep on drawing the dashes. Understood. So the steps and the colors can be changed. Hope you understood till here. He's asked you to try it out, and I already tried it out for you. Create a Scratch program to move the cat 100 steps forward. This is what I told you already, pen up and pen down, and how you move it forward. So these steps are for that only, which I've already done. He said, go to the motion block and drag and drop the block in the script area, and then show the 10 steps, and then you get a line. Fine. This is already which I have done. Create a Scratch program to draw a red color line. So I changed the colors and showed you. You also can change colors. Same thing. Click on File, click on New. So if I want to create a new program, what should I do? This is something I should show you. Click on File, click on New. Immediately last, do you want to save? If you say save, yes, then it will save. If I say don't save, it will not save, because I'm going to show you another program how to save it. So I'll say don't save it. So here a new screen has come and I don't have any script. I have to create the script. So what I'll do is first go to events. When the green flag is clicked, then what I said, go to the pen block, pen down. I want to set the pen color to whatever color. Click on this color and I want it brown. So I'll select the brown. Then I'll change the pen size. I can change the pen size to whatever size I want, 5. And then I will draw. I want it to move, because when I'm drawing, I need to see the drawing. So I'll say move 100 steps or 50 steps, whatever you like. I said 50 steps. So when I double click, the line is drawn. Can you see? Now I don't want to draw the line. So you say pen up, and then I'll say move another 50 steps, or say 100 steps. It depends upon you. Again, I want to draw a line. After putting, I want to say pen down, and I want to set the pen size. Pen color, I'll set it to blue. See, I selected the blue, and then I set the pen size to say 7. I need it a little thicker, and then I will draw the line by going to the motion block. Just I'll draw, instead of 50, I'll draw 100 steps. Let's try it out. So first I'll clear the screen. Whatever drawing I've done, I'll clear by just clicking from the clear block, from the pen block, just click clear. See, one is 50, one is, and it here I said pun up, so I did not draw any line in between. Hope you understood this. We'll continue with Scratch in the next class. Till then, stay safe. Have a nice day. Thank you, children.